Yeah, I mean, she's really good tennis player. Goes for her shots, takes the ball early, rips. Being a lefty is always tricky, competes really well. I mean, obviously she's beaten a lot of top players this week. I don't really think she needs me to tell her that she's a great player, that we're not going to see enough of her, but we definitely are. And she proved that tonight. I mean, that was really tough.
What an incredible week it has been at Indian Wells. Even though the tournament has ended for Eala, the conversation around her is only just beginning. Because when a player like Jessica Pegula steps up to defend you, to praise you, and to openly talk about how special you are, it means the tennis world is paying attention. And that is exactly what happened after Eala's loss in the round of 16 at Indian Wells. Jessica Pegula did not hold back. She had a lot to say, and every word of it carried weight. Let's start from the beginning, because this story deserves to be told properly. Eala came into Indian Wells, and she did not arrive quietly. She came in with confidence, determination, and a clear purpose. From the very start, she showed everyone watching that she belongs at this level. Her victories throughout the week against strong competition, including players like Coco Gauff, sent a powerful message. Those wins proved that this young woman from the Philippines is not just a feel-good story. She is a real force in women's tennis. And when you start beating the kind of players she was beating, people begin to notice. The crowds grow bigger. The energy builds. And throughout the week, Indian Wells felt every bit of that excitement. But tennis tournaments are never easy. And in the round of 16, things did not go Eala's way. She suffered a tough loss. In that moment, many people were watching closely to see how she would respond. How does a young player handle defeat when the entire world is watching? When thousands of Filipino fans travel all the way to California just to support her. When the pressure is real and the cameras never stop rolling. Those moments reveal true character. And Eala revealed hers in a way that left many people deeply impressed. Instead of rushing off the court or disappearing into the tunnel, she stayed. She turned to the crowd and waved to every single fan who had come to support her.
The whole crowd was against me, and I was like, what on earth is going on? Like, where do these people come from? And then week after week, as she, has done well and established herself as a really good player on tour, they all come out to support her. And so I think we saw that in Australia when it was kind of overcrowded. They put her on too small of a court.
She thanked them with genuine appreciation and carried herself with a level of grace and composure that even some of the biggest names in the sport struggle to show. That image of Eala standing there after a difficult loss, waving to her supporters, will stay in people's minds for a long time, because it perfectly represents who she is. It shows the kind of champion she already is, even before the trophies start arriving. Jessica Pegula saw all of it. She has seen it every time Eala steps onto a tennis court. And after the match, Pegula spoke openly about what she believes. She made it very clear that one loss in the round of 16 does not define Eala. One result on one afternoon cannot erase everything she has already accomplished and everything she will achieve in the future. Pegula said that anyone paying attention to women's tennis right now can clearly see the incredible potential that Eala is bringing to the WTA. And honestly, it is hard to disagree. Pegula talked about the energy Eala brings to the tour. From the moment she appeared on the scene, she brought something different with her. A freshness, excitement, and a genuine love for the game and the fans who support her. Pegula said she has loved watching Eala grow as a player and made it clear that what we are seeing right now is only the beginning. Just the beginning. Think about that for a moment. Everything we saw this week at Indian Wells, the passionate crowds, the electric atmosphere, the thrilling matches, could simply be the first chapter of Eala's journey in professional tennis. Pegula even went further, saying she would love to invite Eala onto her podcast to talk about the kind of energy and attention she is bringing to the WTA. Because when a player starts attracting the kind of passion and crowd support that Eala is generating, it matters for the entire sport. It helps grow women's tennis. It brings new fans into the game. And it inspires even more excitement among existing supporters. Pegula clearly understands that. And she genuinely appreciates what Alexeala represents, not only as a player, but also as a personality and a symbol for her country.
Amazing. I mean, I played her when she kind of broke out last year in Miami, and I'm from there, and the whole crowd was against me, and I was like, what on earth is going on? Like, where do these people come from?
Pegula even shared a personal moment about playing Eala in Miami last year. She said it was an unforgettable experience. When they faced each other in Miami, Pegula suddenly realized that the entire crowd seemed to be cheering for Eala. She joked that she was standing on court wondering where all those fans had come from. That moment showed just how powerful Eala's support already was. And speaking about personality, Pegula also praised the way Alexeala is handling all the fame and attention that is now surrounding her. Because, let's be honest, that kind of pressure is not easy. When an entire nation rallies behind you, when millions of people follow every match you play, that weight can be enormous. But Pegula said Eala has been handling it beautifully. She carries herself with humility. She shows genuine appreciation for her supporters. And even in defeat, she demonstrates remarkable composure. Those qualities speak volumes about who she is as a person. And when you compare that to some of the reactions we sometimes see from other players after tough losses, the difference becomes even more noticeable. For example, during the French Open final when Coco Gauff made an incredible comeback against Aryna Sabalenka, the post-match comments created controversy. Instead of simply acknowledging Gauff's performance, Sabalenka suggested that the result happened mainly because of her own mistakes. Moments like that highlight how important sportsmanship and respect truly are. And that is why Alexeala's attitude stands out so strongly in today's game.
Won the match not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes from, like, if you look from the outside, kind of like from an easy balls. If Iga would win me...
This is exactly why players like Jessica Pegula are willing to stand up for Alexeala. Pegula is not just praising her tennis ability, she is actively supporting and defending her. And this support did not start this week. Earlier this year at the Australian Open, Eala was already drawing massive crowds. However, the WTA initially placed her on smaller courts during the early rounds. Pegula publicly spoke up about that situation. She argued that Eala deserved to play on bigger courts so that more of her fans could watch her matches and bring that incredible energy to the stadium. Pegula recognized the unfairness of the situation and used her voice to speak out. That is what real support looks like. And it shows how strongly Pegula believes in what Alexeala represents.
Is the match that I was looking at, and there was people like wrapped around the stadium just trying to get in, which is pretty crazy. And I mean, it's cool to see and it's exciting, but obviously, you know, for fan experience, I don't know because I'm not living that same experience, but hopefully the event kind of continues to grow with.
Pegula was not the only one who spoke up. Tennis legend Novak Djokovic also voiced his support. Djokovic said that Alexeala deserves all the attention and respect she is receiving. He acknowledged that she is the biggest tennis star ever to come from the Philippines and that both she and her fans deserve recognition for that. When someone like Novak Djokovic supports you, when someone like Jessica Pegula openly defends you, and when even opponents like Coco Gauff show respect after matches, it becomes clear that something truly special is happening.
You know, that's been a talk, and which is understandable. You know, there's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. You know, she's been the biggest ever, you know, tennis player from that country, which is a big country, and there's a big interest. So things like that happen. I mean, it's you could argue that it was, you know, maybe a poor schedule and maybe they could schedule him on a bigger court, yes, but again, she's so young and she's just coming through, so...
Indian Wells may be over for Alexeala, but her journey is far from finished. Next up is the Miami Open. And Miami holds a very special place in Eala's story. It was the tournament where many people first noticed her talent and realized that this young player from the Philippines was destined for something bigger. Now she will return to Miami with even more motivation. She will arrive focused, determined, and ready to prove herself once again. And her fans will be there too. Those passionate supporters who traveled to California to cheer for her will continue following her journey. Because that is what this fan base does. They show up. They support her. And Alexeala never forgets to thank them for it. Jessica Pegula said it perfectly. One loss does not define Alexeala. What defines her is the way she plays, the way she carries herself, the respect she shows to her fans, and the energy she brings to women's tennis. The WTA is better with Alexeala in it. And the best part of her story is still ahead. So, what do you think about Jessica Pegula strongly supporting Alexeala after her Indian Wells loss? Do you agree that one defeat should never define a young player with world-class potential? Do you believe Alexeala has already proven she belongs among the biggest names in the WTA? Or do you want to see more before placing her in that category? And what did you think about the way she stayed on the court to thank her fans even after the loss? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And one more question. Can Alexeala bounce back in Miami and make an even bigger statement on the tour?